Islam is both a world religion and a comprehensive code of conduct. But there is no monolithic Islam. Its interpretation and understanding varies and has significant implications for the attitudes of Muslims both in the Muslim majority countries and in the countries where they live as a minority. Its understanding also influences the public policies of many governments, which are inspired by Islamic teachings. In Muslim majority countries, societies which endorse and practice religious, economic, and political freedom are few and far between. In the West, Islam is perceived as antagonistic to the institutions of a free society. Islam and liberty are often perceived as opposites. Our aim is to bridge the gap through creating and spreading knowledge, communicating ideas, and building network. Our project is a challenging one. Its issues have been highlighted by hundreds of Muslim scholars and also critically examined by the Western scholars of Islam. The rationalist, progressive, and liberating voices in Islam often come from a non-religious or secular education background. Muslim champions of reform, who are based in the Muslim majority countries, have limited audience amidst state and social restrictions. Many of them also do not have the right tools, vocabulary, and methodology to address these debates within an Islamic framework. According to statistics, Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world. No other religion influences global politics and security like Islam and the way it is understood. We need a Muslim case for freedom that is intellectually rigorous, fully thought through, and properly grounded in the Islamic sources. This should be based on both theoretical and practical dimensions. Thus, we should not just say that Islam supports the ideas and values of freedom, but should also carefully examine the actual practices that are warranted by high scholarly standards. This should not only be appealing to rationalist voices, but also endearing to conservative Muslims who exhibit the high standards of personal accountability and God-fearing attitude that Islam prescribes. There can hardly be any disagreement on the necessity of such a case, but is it possible?
And we believe that the debate about the compatibility between Islam and democracy should move on.
After 3 years of hard work, we can proudly and modestly say that we have built an intellectual basis for a Muslim case for religious, political, and economic freedom that leads to peace and prosperity. This is demonstrated through both rich content and a network of individuals. The body of knowledge we have produced is classified into 3 themes which are embedded in the Islamic sources: religious freedom, freedom of religion and faith, expression and practice; economic freedom, open markets, voluntary exchange, private property; and political freedom, liberal democracy, rule of law, and limited government. We believe that these institutions are compatible with Islam. In 2017, we produced a Muslim case of liberal democracy. In 2018, we produced a Muslim case of economic liberty, and in 2019, we produced a Muslim case for religious freedom. While we have organized 7 international conferences, our last 3 ones, organized in Malaysia, Pakistan, and Indonesia, were particularly focused on these themes. In the last 3 years alone, we have published 51 papers and 2 books. A 3rd book is in progress. We have also disseminated 20 podcasts, 11 webinars, and 31 articles. Almost 100 scholars have presented papers or commentaries during these events and productions. A lot more needs to be done. We have not reached out to as many people as we ought to, and we have not yet addressed many controversial issues. However, we believe that we have laid out the intellectual foundations for a new dimension, Muslim case for freedom.
Atlas Network is proud to announce the winner of the 2020 Asia Liberty Award is Islam and Liberty Network.
Winning this award gives our project the recognition, support, and visibility that will help us in expanding our network. Ali Salman, CEO, Islam and Liberty Network. We should definitely conduct more research and undertake more training. Join us in this exciting journey.